Welcome to the DoubleACS Daily News. The Attleboro Area Interfaith Collaborative has been working with organizations in the community to provide food for those in need through their Food and Friends program. We recently had a look at the work that goes into preparing meals. We spoke with a coordinator to learn more about the effort.
Food and Friends provides 7 days a week meals for low-income people in Attleboro at the VFW. We spoke to the Tuesday night coordinator, who is from the Good News Bible Chapel and has been their coordinator for 5 years.
I wanted to give something back to the community, and starting doing something on a part-time basis seemed to be the way to begin. I always wanted to help, so we were, before the pandemic, we were providing the meal at our church, and since the pandemic, everything had to change, so now we just come to one location and distribute the meal. I think this program's important because we hit a community population that doesn't really get a lot of attention. These people, we call them our guests. We know most of them on a first name basis. Not only are we providing food, but we're also providing communication. We're friends with a lot of these people. We do the meals, but also we've gotten a lot of personal relationships with them. So like sometimes we would take them to the doctors or, visit someone in the hospital. We just delivered a meal to a family who couldn't come because somebody had surgery. So we try to not just give them the food and see you later, bye. It's more of a personal relationship that we have, and that's what we're trying to strive for. Before the pandemic, as Monday night, Lost Let provides the meal. Tuesday night, we provide the meal. So the people would go to the different churches. They knew where it was. And also, Attleboro had a city bus, a GATRA bus, that would go and pick them up downtown and bring them to the location where the meal was served, and then come back and pick them up. So hopefully, when we are able to get back to the churches, they'll have that same mode of transportation to get there, because the population that we serve, not all of them have a vehicle. Some people ride bikes to the location. Some people take the bus, and then some people do drive. So having it at one central location, especially during the pandemic, it was easy for everyone to know where to go all the time.
We also spoke to Lee, who goes there every day.
Well, this is the soup kitchen that we've always had, but because of the pandemic from last year, they don't have the sit-down meals anymore, so they have this, what they call grab and go meals. We have either the walk-up line, which I'm in, or they have the drive-up line for the people in the cars, and they ask you how many meals you want, and I give them to you, no questions asked. And if you want waters, bottled water, and little boxes of juices. It's a very good service. It's not the same social atmosphere that we used to have with the sit-down meals, because then, it was a social interaction thing, much more so than here. Here, it's waving to somebody in the car or saying hello to somebody in the line. It's not the same as sitting down, but, they're doing the best they can. We're all looking forward to when the meals can all be, sit down together again, and it's a very worthwhile service and very, very much appreciated. We're very lucky, because even last year I saw in some cities when the pandemic hit, there were cars lined up, looked like a mile long, waiting, and they'd get one box of food, and I guess that was once every week. They have to wait in that long line. We don't have to do that. We have this every day, and it's thanks to the kindness and the generosity of the people who put these meals on. So I, for one, appreciate it very much, and I'm sure most everybody else feels the same way.